Hello, my friends, and welcome to today's tarot reading. This is a general daily reading for all signs, but the sign that you're here probably means that there is a special message for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. Now, today is the 4th of June 2022, and it is a Saturday, the day of Saturn. Really funny because Saturn is stationing retrograde today in 25 degrees of Aquarius. Now, when Saturn goes retrograde, this is a real good time for us to consider any strong decisions that we want to take. It's a really, I would say, just kind of, if you don't feel strong in those commitments and those decisions, so we're talking about like buying a house or getting married or moving to another country, just making a really big movement or starting a new education course or something like that, something that's going to take your time for a long amount of time. It's commitment. The senses of engagement and also being involved and the sense of commitment is just not at the strongest at the moment. It wouldn't be advisable to do it at this time. Now, as I've always said, astrology doesn't rule my life, but it's interesting to notice the energies. And I think that even with today being a Saturn day and also Saturn stationing retrograde, it might be useful to consider that. And with Aquarius as well, it's about how you put yourself out there with others, about how you communicate with others. So I think that, you know, just have a look at that. Just be aware of that. It's not about you stopping and not doing anything. It's more about, do you think that there is something that may need more attention before you go forward to do it? And this is involving commitments with others, long-term commitments with others. So with that being said, let's see what the cards have to say today. I am reading with the Wild Unknown Tarot. And I'll be clarifying with 2 oracle decks today, with the numerology deck and with the shamanic healing oracle. So let's see what the cards have to say for today. Thank you and hello to all of you, and to my returning subscribers, you're the best. And for all of those of you who are new, lovely to have you here. If you haven't done so already, please do consider subscribing. But otherwise, it's just amazing to have you here. And also, do check out the other readings because they're all timeless. So any of the titles resonate with you, just see what comes up. We'll see what you like the look of. Pick a mix. Okay, dear Spirit, what messages would you like to communicate to the collective today? I think that's too many. Excuse me. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, that's a bit trippy for me. I don't know how it is for you on camera, but that's like tripping my eyes out. Bottom of the deck energy is the Ace of Swords reversed. Interesting how I've decided to do it like this today. Right. 3 of Pentacles and 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, 3 of Cups reversed. Mother of Cups, that's the Queen of Cups reversed. 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups reversed. Excuse me. And yeah, the 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. Wow. This is really following on the theme from yesterday. But actually, it's almost like you've taken the advice of yesterday and things have, you know, you've realized that stepping away from toxic relationships is really going to be for your benefit, really. And in fact, any kind of, if you are moving away from toxic relationships, there is a possibility that you might, you know, there's more of a likelihood of you meeting the right people for you. So it feels to me like there's a movement away from some kind of toxic relationship, but it's almost like you're moving towards something else. Because with the 2 of Cups, with the 5, I always see those 2 cups. So it's almost like you're gaining something because you're deciding to look at what you've got. But it's about how things haven't worked previously, and it's almost like you're taking that into account. I don't know, this could be either you or it could be either the people that you're walking away from, but it's almost like a setting of boundaries, particularly with these two, with the Six of Wands and also with the Seven of Cups. It's almost like you have decided that, you know, that you're not going to stand the rubbish. You need to put yourself first in that respect, because we've got the Eight of Pentacles here, the Ten of Pentacles here, the Three of Pentacles here. It's almost like a movement towards something that's going to work for you. You know, this isn't about you compromising yourself emotionally within situations that didn't make you happy. So now it's like walking away from that. Wow, that's pretty clear. You're definitely like, you understand that there are situations where you have to behave a certain way. That's straight, yeah. And behave a certain way, and have to, sometimes have to, you know, airs and graces, the sense of you having to behave a certain way in order to placate people. And you understand that. But, you know, there's something about yourself and the work that you've created that you are right. You actually have to walk away from that, in a way. Excuse me, my friends. Hold on one sec. I don't know about you, but like if any of you suffer from hay fever, which I do quite a bit, I definitely found it alleviated when I stopped eating dairy. But I like dairy so much. Anyway, so yeah. Sorry for all the vegans that are out there. Yeah. Anyway. So the Ten of Pentacles with the Eight. I just feel like there's, you know, whenever I see the Ten of Pentacles, I do see it as this like kind of keeping up with the Joneses kind of vibe. But in this respect, I'm seeing it as a striving towards what is right for you, what is happy for you. I really like this top row. I like the reading is amazing actually. And it's really interesting. It's almost like you're not going to be emotionally manipulated. There is somebody who is emotionally manipulative around here. And it could be you. Could be. And when I'm talking about being emotionally manipulative, listen, right? As much as we want to say that we're all godly and that we are, you know, that we don't do certain things, we do. You know, it's about accepting that, you know, that we have a role to play in the respect of like how we interact with others, whether we're an enabler, whether we're, there's that triangle, the drama triangle. So you've got the victim, the victim, the rescuer, and the perpetrator. And every time, in every dynamic, like we fluctuate between those. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, what do you do? Go into a cave and like live by yourself. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's the recognition of those patterns within dynamics will enable you to live more fulfilling lives, and also be able to ensure that your relationships do not form on a sense of codependency on someone else. So depending on whether or not the other person is happy, depending on whether or not, like, you know, everything is okay and they're making you happy, chuck that in the bin. And once you get to that point where you don't have that need, that codependency on other people, be it friends, it doesn't matter, because it definitely happens within friendship groups as well as personal relationships with parents, with friends. It could also happen at work. Definitely, actually, could happen at work, particularly if the job is well paying and it's giving you a sense of comfort. If it's giving you something that's really comfortable, of course, and people will just keep on chucking money at you so that they can, like, you know, abuse you harder. They can make you work harder. But because the money's so good, you know, it's kind of very difficult to like walk away. That happens a lot. So it's about you really realizing what it is that you want. I think, as I said, like I think you are at that stage where you are moving forward with that, and it's painful, but you're doing it. But there's something with this Ace of Swords reverse. It's just telling me that there's still a sense of clarity that needs to come from this. There's still some communication. You still are not being as direct with this as you could be, if that makes sense. Maybe it's not clear. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty clear, but like it'll get there. It'll get there. But I think that if you're aware of the fact that, you know, not everybody is always a victim or always the perpetrator or always the antagonist, you know, then I think that will give you a lot of empowerment. Well, I mean, this came out reversed. 7, right? 7 is a number of realization of personal development, of you carving out your own path to be able to lead. You know, I get the image of walking through, you know, instead, it's not that you don't walk the path that others have created for you, you create your own. And I feel like that is really important in the respect of this reading, because I think once you place self-love there, that will really help you to emulate that kind of energy within yourself, and also, you know, attract the right kind of relationships to you. So I feel like there's, and also we've got orange, and then we've also got that dark indigo blue, which is the third eye chakra. Here I'm just seeing that there's a bit of a blockage here, because I asked the question why. Well, I didn't ask the question, but I kind of like was thinking, where are you in the point of being able to get to this stage where you can actually not compromise yourself and be all right with it. And it seems like you've got some issues with your connections with others, or it may be like there are issues, not that you personally, but there are some things about connections with others, and there's something that's not being seen. And it's to do with your idea of self-love. What do you think that self-love is? That's a question that I would ask to you. What do you think that that means? Does it mean just taking a holiday? Does it mean just taking some time out? Or does it mean something very different? When is it that you have felt completely at peace and you have felt rested and that you felt good? For example, for me, I thought that if I just continue to work and be on my own, that's going to be something that's going to be really productive. But actually, I need to be out with people, and I've been very hermit-like. So I actually need to go out, forget about all of my work, and actually go out and have a good time. And that's actually re-energized me in a sense that now motivates me to go into my work even deeper. And actually now I want to, rather than, you know, like, you know, trying to hammer at it all the time. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Anyway, let me have a look at what the Shamanic Oracle has to say. Dear Spirit, thank you so much for these beautiful, beautiful messages today. Oh, wow. Masculine energy. Yeah, so, I mean, masculine energy can be one of two things. So in respect to how I was talking about in terms of getting things done, that can be a very driven energy, but it's also about experiencing the joy. Masculine energy is quite synonymous with Leo energy. So that's about taking care, enjoying the sun, and being able to just enjoy and reap the benefits and be very kind of loving. You know, you've got this kind of like a governance vibe that allows you to oversee everything with the knowledge and with the faith that it will take care of itself. And that's true masculine energy. That's the emperor. The emperor has got everything in place so well that it's like that he doesn't need to worry about what's going on in the world or what's going on in his little kingdom. He doesn't have to oversee everything. There isn't this sense of control that he needs to exert over it. And we've also got like the sunflower, which is that sense of the Queen of Wands as well, which is the manifestation energy. But it is masculine energy. I'm just feeling that kind of like blah energy. Slightly Sagittarian as well. So I'm just feeling that there's fire here. We do have fire here as well a little bit. So we've got our colours, which are the blues. So definitely to do with third eye, and also to do with sacral, Svadhisthana, and Manipura, which is the heart, is the solar plexus chakra. And that's to do with your power, your sense of power. And remember, in the essence of self-love, you know, that's how we cultivate our power, by understanding who we truly are and recognizing who we are, and most of all, loving who we are. Wow, what a beautiful reading today. I really like that. It's a very empowering reading. It's about you accepting your power, but also understanding that, you know, you will have to walk away from those, and also understanding your level of codependency. And, you know, this fluctuates. Just remember, when we talk about codependency, it does fluctuate. So sometimes you'll find that, you know, you will end up like doing that. Maybe if you were in codependent relationships previously, you may end up like entering those kind of relationships again. And it's until you understand and learn the lesson, where you exercise your muscle of non-codependency, and you're able to be quite independent and self-free thinking, and also very direct in who you are, that you'll be able to overcome that. So yeah, beautiful messages. I hope you did enjoy that reading. If you did like it, please do like it, and please do give it a thumbs up. And thank you to all of those who watch and comment and subscribe. I really appreciate your love and time in watching these videos. Take care, my darlings, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a beautiful day.